Are we live?
Let's see how it goes. If we can get both of them pulled up here.
Let's see if the world can see us already. All right.
There's always the delay, right?
Yeah.
It'll take a couple seconds.
When we start these up, you have no idea how it's going to go. Yeah. It could be perfect. It could just never work.
Yeah, I love when I see the lives where people are just like completely quiet and they're like, okay, let's go.
Like,
just completely go change, into their movie mode. But no, we're not. We're a little more smooth than that, I think. All right, we got one of them up. There we go.
Oh, there we are. All right.
There we go.
There we are.
Wow, this looks good.
Where am I? Are you flashlight people? That's a good question, Darren.
I think so.
Well,
where am I? He's asking where he is. Yeah, I think you.
Darren, you're probably somewhere like your house in front of your computer or your cell phone. That's probably where you are.
I'm assuming so. There's not too many internet cafes out there, is there?
You could be in a Starbucks.
Yeah. That's a good place to do work. You got to have that solid coffee shop, right? But it's late now. I don't think they're out there sipping on lattes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, right. It's like 9 p.m. All right, what's going on, guys? We got PJ, Adam, Sherry, JR, AF, Yannick, Steven, Super Bud. We got Matthew. We got Darren. He said correct. All right, fair.
St. Louis, Morris. That's my hometown.
Yes.
So, throw it up for St. Louis. I
Yep.
know about it. Where'd you go to high school?
Where'd you?
That's like a St. Louis thing. People
Really?
That's how they get to know who. That's how they judge you. Where'd you go to high school? Okay, they put you in like a list of
Morris, why don't you just tell us your home address and your cell phone number? Coming from New Zealand, Alexander.
That's
what's
nice.
going? Oh, so good morning to you in New Zealand.
Nice, Australia too. Good day.
Good morning to Australia as well. We're right above you here in Shenzhen.
What to order tonight? That's the real question, Mr. B401. What to order tonight? We're going to talk about that today. But we're getting set up here today. We got dual live streams going. It's like a IT either nightmare or dream what we have going on in front of us.
You guys, you don't want to see what's going on in front of us.
Right. Things are happening. So we got TikTok live stream, and they can see our legs because we're wearing shorts.
Yes, they can see our legs. Yeah. So guys, we are coming to you live. Yes, this is happening right now. This isn't some pre-recorded video, obviously, because we are talking to you guys in the comment section. We are here at the Olight headquarters in Shenzhen, China.
Yeah.
I'm Sean. I'm from Olight USA in the States. We got Amir over here as well, who currently lives in Shenzhen, actually.
That's right,
So,
I'm in the headquarters.
Yeah. So today we are going to talk about our 17th anniversary sale. If you guys saw the thumbnail picture for this video, we're obviously going to talk about the build your own bundle, the DIY section of our website, olightstore.com. And basically what's going on in that section of the website is if you add 2 or more of the products that are in that section, you will get 40% off all of the products that you ordered from that section. So everything that we are about to talk about has a significant discount. Everything we're about to show you guys today, you can get a screaming 40% off deal.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you can get the i3E keychain light in the dream blue color for $0. All you have to do is just log into an account on our website, olightstore.com, and you will see this in your cart automatically. You don't even have to add it to the cart yourself. It'll just be there for $0.
Yep.
So, we got 40% off deals with free stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
And besides DIY, we still have the bundles too, guys. So there's just a lot to go through. So the best thing is to take a little half an hour if you haven't already. Just go through, kind of mark down things you like, and then later you can decide on which bundles you want or how you want to build your DIY.
We've got who wants 60% off.
Yeah, that's a lot. We usually don't go that much.
Meanwhile, the price of food has increased by like 50%. So
yeah, I know, man.
The whole rest of the world is increasing their prices by like 50%. But hey, everybody wants Olight to be 60%.
Yeah, I mean, we like doing deals when we can, but you know, we have to be realistic, as you've said before. It's a business.
Yeah, like I always say, I'm like, look. We do every single thing that we can do for our customers while still keeping the lights on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's it.
And the thing is, like, we're not reselling stuff here. Like, we are the manufacturer. We have our own factory. These are our own IP. So these products are ours, right? We're not putting an Olight label on the Arkfeld Pro. The Arkfeld Pro was designed by our engineers.
Yep.
Tested by our engineers and built in our factory. So all of this stuff is start to finish from Olight, from us. So that makes it very, very special. You know, and I think that's part of the reason, you know, why Olight has been so successful is because if you want these products, which I hope you do because they're really great, you have to get them from Olight because we're the ones who created it and we're the ones who offer it, right?
Yeah, taking out the middleman is definitely a plus. So the people who don't have their own, and running a factory is not, you know, light work, let's put it that way. But at least we control the process. We control the say. If we need to do, you know, and we've had recalls before, we can do that so easily as opposed to telling the factory, hey, hold up. And the factory says to you, hey, we didn't make a mistake, which being in this country, that happens all the time. Where they say, oh no, I didn't, it's your mistake, it's not my fault. So we avoid all that stuff. You get straight from the source, and that's us. There was a question, so what's up guys in the TikTok live stream, what's happening? 2% Milk Harrison Tech, I see you, Pilot Jenkins. There was a question about Secret 4 Pro, we'll talk about that here in a bit. And then questions about different countries, guys. Yeah, there's gonna be different products in different countries, and that's based off of stock that we have. So obviously we have plans on how much a country will sell. We don't just have unlimited stock. So that's part of the reason you'll see different bundles and also even different pricing. Yeah, pricing in different countries because you have different laws, taxes, import regulations. So we're mostly speaking about the US side today, right? Because that's what we know most about. So if we say something and you're like, hey, that's not what I see, that's because you're probably in a different country, because as we've seen, we got people from Australia and New Zealand and England yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. That is, Winston, hopefully you can hear me better. You can hear me okay? Okay, good. There was an issue with my microphone. I just walked off the screen to get it fixed, and I think now you guys can hear me a little better. Thank you for telling me that, Winston. Yeah, so most of the deals that we're going to talk about today is in relation to OlightStore.com, the US website. You know, I represent Olight USA. So, you know, obviously when I talk about Olight, I am talking from the stance of my country and you know, the part of Olight that I represent. You know, that's logical, but you're totally right. If you are in a different country, which we usually have a lot of people watching us from different countries, which is fantastic. You know, you're just gonna have to check your local website or check your local dealer or distributor and see what promotions they're running and what they're offering. You know, if you are from somewhere else, I do apologize if some of these deals aren't offered in your country. You know, import taxes, customs, tax, all this kind of stuff, shipping fees, all of these kinds of things vary so much from country to country. So because of that, there's no way that we can run the exact same promotions in every single country on the planet, right? Yeah. It's just not possible. Right. And even the biggest countries in the world, it's not possible to do that. Look at even Apple. Yeah. When they release a new product, they might only release it in a couple of select countries, and then maybe they'll release it later in other countries. The iPhone sometimes is a lot more expensive in other countries. Yeah. So this is just normal business stuff. Every company, even going to the biggest companies in the world, have to make changes based on location.
And currency too. We can talk about currency too.
Oh gosh.
I know phones, I think one of the most expensive, like at least for iPhones, is in Brazil. I know Brazil has a lot of bureaucracy and legal red tape, and so their prices for some electronics are ridiculous in comparison to the average wage and what it should be, or what it should be. Anyway.
Okay, let's talk
don't worry about that.
One of the, just last thing, one of the weirdest things is iPhones are like a little bit more expensive here in China where they're made versus in the US.
Oh yeah.
Because I came here and I was like, dang, should I buy the new iPhone? And everyone was like, it's actually more expensive here. I was like, you make them here, what?
Right, but the only good thing is buying secondhand here. I buy everything secondhand. I don't buy anything new because I like the idea of not even recycling. I just don't think I need new things. And also, if you everything breaks electronics, someone can fix it. In the US, you mess up like your phone, it's like a couple $100. You're like, well, I might as well just get a new one, thinking that. But here, it's way cheaper. So any issues with, I don't care if it's like speakers, phones, amplifiers, any kind of electronics that you in the US you wouldn't consider fixing, some dude is like, I'll fix that. Get you up and running. I had electric scooters, I'd like change batteries twice. Like that's nothing for that.
There you go. Cool. We got Cesare from Poland. So my girlfriend's actually Polish. So
cool.
So that's really cool. Thank you. Welcome from Poland. Okay, we are in China, Evan. Yes, we are in Shenzhen, China. It is 9:13 a.m. here. We just had our breakfast, so I'm not sure what time zone you're in, but it might be late at night. But welcome. So again, I know we had a lot of people just tune in. Today we are going to be talking about all of the build your own bundles that are on our website, olightstore.com right now in the US market. So I figured we could go ahead and start off with, the Javelot Mini?
Yeah, let's start with the Javelot Mini. Why not?
So the Javelot Mini, it's not a new product, but it is a part of the build your own bundles section. It's a very, very simple light. It's a very, very reliable light. It's got a 600 meter beam distance. The tail switch design is really cool because it has basically this large lip that goes around the switch, and that makes the switch itself recessed. It's a really cool kind of nifty design where there's no way you're gonna accidentally activate the switch just by hitting the back of the light. You can even take it and tail stand it, and there's no way that you're going to accidentally turn the light on just by pushing the back of the light. So I like that it has kind of this large lip going around the stainless steel tail switch to keep that switch safe. 600 meter beam distance. You can see just how small this light is. I can literally just put it like in my fist. You can barely see it at this point. So it's a very, very short light, probably around 5 inches. Just a really great design. It's a very simple light. It's just got a low and a high mode, and the throw is fantastic. I mean, it's got a very, very nice tight hot spot. It also has a vibration function if the battery is low, so you know when you need to charge it as well. So even though it's a simple light, it's a very smart, well thought out design. It's extremely reliable. It's got this kind of overbuilt, beefy feel to it. And these have been a slam dunk for us. We rarely, if ever, get customer service calls about this product. The reliability is absolutely fantastic. We got it in a few different colors. I know we have it in the antique bronze kind of color, which is one of the coolest colorways that we've ever done. That's, again, it's part of the DIY bundle section, meaning that if you get one of these, and then you add something else to your cart from that section, you're gonna get 40% off.
Yeah, I think even by itself is 30% off. Am I right? I think one in the DIY is 30, and then 2 or more is 40.
I apologize for breaking out my phone. I'm just looking at the website just to make sure everything I'm telling you guys is accurate.
And then here, let's compare the Javelot to the Javelot was recently released, and then the Javelot Mini. So you guys can kind of see the size difference. I don't know if I'm giving you a...
These two lights are completely different animals because the Javelot Mini is significantly shorter. It also doesn't have the side switch, right? The tail switch is different too. So it makes sense for us to offer the Javelot and the Javelot Mini because they're really completely different flashlights, even though they're both technically throwers, right?
Yeah.
The Javelot has a little bit tighter hotspot.
It does, yeah.
But it does have a higher intensity because the Javelot has a 730 meter beam distance and the Javelot Mini has a 600 meter beam distance. So we're talking 130 more meters. The Javelot, I believe the Candela is like 134,000. So the beam intensity of the Javelot is really remarkable. Even though this isn't that big of a light, this thing's an absolute throw monster. Yeah. I've been really happy with the performance of the Javelot, especially with the side switch as well. So you don't have to use it in that tactical fist grip. You can use it just, in the standard flashlight orientation, right?
Yep.
Javelot, I don't really have like an answer for it. Basically like javelin, meaning like taking something like throwing it long distance is kind of the idea of the Javelot.
Exactly.
Like throwing a javelin, right? So it just represents long distance. Any flashlight that's a part of the Javelot series, just know that it's going to have a tight hotspot and a high candela. So if you want to have a flood beam, meaning a very wide kind of open beam, you do not want the Javelot. So it just depends on what kind of flashlight that you want, There's a reason why we make so many different flashlight models is because not every flashlight is built for, the same person, right? Yeah. So that's why we offer the Arkfeld Pro pocket flashlight. We offer throwers. We offer the massive, Marauder Mini right there. And this is just a taste of the products that Olight offers. I mean, we have so many different products. Yeah. I had somebody on TikTok was asking if we're a distributor or if we're the actual company. We are the manufacturer. Yeah. We are not some, seller or some, dealer or something like that. We are literally at the Olight headquarters. The CEO and owner of the company is in his office right over there.
Across the hall.
Yeah, he's literally like across the hall. So yes, we are Olight. We are here at Olight. Yes, this is the deal. This is it.
It's just too early for us. Let's see what we got. The Javelot is not part of the DIY bundle sale. Good point there. The Javelot Mini is. The Javelot Mini is. So like the thing that I distinguish for me between these two, besides the size that Sean was saying, is the beam is a little bit wider. It's not as tight of a beam than the Javelot. So the new release Javelot, besides being farther and like you said, candela is higher, the actual hot spot is a little bit wider. So you can't see here, I always say that you can't see well in this because it's actually not as big as not a huge difference, but a little bit of a difference, a little bit more rounded in the Mini. So that's kind of maybe a distinguisher, like you said, side switch, tail switch, but we're just going to talk about different things. Not everything we talk about will be in the bundle or the DIY.
Yeah, Payton, I hope I said that right. The new Javelot that just came out last month is not a part of the DIY section. The reason why we're talking about the Javelot is we're comparing it to the Javelot Mini, which is a part of the DIY section. Thank you for saying that so we could clarify that. But yes, so the Mini is a part of the DIY where you can get 40% off if you add 2 items or more. The Javelot does have a deal, but it's not as significant as the Mini, which makes sense because the Javelot is literally brand new. This is our newest flashlight model.
And someone asked about battery. Oh, the Javelot has a bigger battery. I didn't know that.
Oh, it does. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
The Javelot Mini is a 2040 mAh. It's milliamp hour. What is it? It's an
18500.
18500.
Yeah. But that's how we're able to keep it so much shorter than the Javelot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 18500 in that one. So anyways, Javelot Mini, that is one of the products in there. We can move on to, let's see, we have the Obulb Plus. Let's see if we still have those in stock.
We do, yeah. I like the Obulbs. Obulbs are super cool. They're not EDC technically, but they're still fun to have in the house.
Yes, we do have the Obulb Plus still in stock. Cool. So the Obulb Plus is another item that is a part of the DIY section. So for example, you could get a Javelot Mini, you could add that to your cart, and you could add the Obulb Plus to your cart, and then you're getting both of those items for 40% off, right? Obulb Plus is incredible. The amount of technology in this little light orb, well, this is the largest one we offer, but it's still pretty little to me, is incredible. It's got an app that you can use with your iPhone or Android, whichever phone you have. Just go to your app store and download the Olight app. It's got this little touch mechanism here on the top.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is just touch the top of the bulb, and then it's going to change the settings. There is all kinds of different color settings on this thing.
Yeah.
And you can actually program it, and you can change the settings from your cell phone.
Yeah.
So, you know, you could have this in a random room in your house. Like, for example, you could have this in your kid's room, right? And say that you want to turn the night light off or turn it on. You can do that from somewhere else in the house. You don't actually have to go into that room and start touching the device.
Yeah, it's Bluetooth. It operates over Bluetooth.
Yeah, so it's pretty incredible that you're able to do that. You know, the one that I have at home, I rarely actually touch it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's always app.
I just do everything from my phone, which is nice to see. But it's got like standard light mode, and then it has all these cool little settings as well.
Yeah, someone before was talking about can the engineers add a parameter on the app that lets you control the speed, like the speed of the movements. That's in the works. I can't say when that'll happen, but I agree that was a good recommendation. So you could, let's say, how fast it changes colors or how fast it flickers, for example, for this Plus. So the only downside of the Pros, I always talk about downsides too, why not tell the truth, is that we have two different apps for the Plus and the Pro, right?
The Pro.
We have two apps for different bulbs, and I don't know why we decided to do that, or was there like
well,
the
it's
back
about,
end?
yeah, they made a new app and then they didn't like retrofit it from like the previous ones.
That's why.
But the Plus app is going to have you know, all of the different functions on this, and this is the best one we've made. This one has the most LEDs inside of it, so it has way more functions than the you know, the smaller versions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yannick, no, that is not correct. It is 2 items in the DIY section or more to get 40% off. Okay, I'm literally
3 items? It's 2 items, huh?
Nope, it's 2.
It's 2, yeah, good.
It's 2. I'm literally staring at the website on my phone right now. Buy 1 item, 30% off. Buy 2 or more items, 40% off. So it's 2 or more. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Obulb Plus. That is also a part of that. You know, I think getting a little mini thrower here and then getting a bulb for your house, that's a really good setup, and you'll be able to get 40% off again if you get, you know, those 2 items. That's just one example of the deals that you can get. We also, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We also have a couple of weapon lights. We have the PL3S that is a part of it. And then we also have the Balder Pro. I'll go ahead and show you guys.
We don't have the PLS, do we? We just have the Balder.
No, we don't have the PLS here.
That's the Balder, isn't it? Balder
Yeah,
Mini?
that's the Balder S.
Balder S.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and talk about the Balder Pro. It runs off of 2 CR123A batteries. It's got 1,350 lumens, and it also has a green laser on the bottom of it. If you want to have a light laser combo for your firearm and you want to have removable batteries, this is going to be the way to go. We also have a couple other like light laser combo weapon lights, but those ones have built-in batteries, right? So if you're a fan of being able to swap out those batteries in the field, you know, it's personal preference at this point. Some people like the charging. Some people are concerned about, you know, it dying while you're out and about, so you can pop in new batteries. The bottom line is, this is again a screaming deal on a light laser combo. You know, again, you can get the 40% off if you add this to your cart with, you know, any of the other DIY section items.
Yeah, you said there's two weapon lights, right? There's the PL. I bet we have one of the PLSs in this room, which is like our sample room.
Yeah, PL3S just doesn't have the it just doesn't have the laser, right? So
okay.
It's just a standard weapon light. Yeah.
But rechargeable
But
battery?
it is, yes.
Okay.
and it does not have, well, it's a little bit smaller actually.
Right.
Okay. This is the largest one that we have. Yeah. Balder Pro R is another one. Yep. So it just depends on the form factor and what you're looking for, right? Some people don't like that the laser is below. We have a few products where the laser is actually integrated into the reflector there on the front. I think that's really nifty. Balder S is one of our most popular products. This can easily fit on your compacts and even your subcompacts with this tiny little rail system here. You basically just put it up on your rail and then you slide it back and then you lock it down. This one is rechargeable, so it does have a built-in battery and it does have a magnetic charger there on the front. Okay, so so there you go. Yeah,
that's the small boys, I call them.
Yeah,
there was a couple questions out. There was someone asked a few times. Nathan was asking, "What's the green thing behind my shoulder?" I think you're talking about this, but this is not a light. This is just like a diffuser.
Oh, it's for the Obulb.
Yeah, so this is for the Obulbs.
Yeah.
I think that was catching your attention. Another one, someone asked about what's the best light for a truck driver. I want to hear your take on that. What would they be using? What would be your take on that, Sean? The big. Oh no, this is for a smaller one, isn't it?
Man, that's a good question. It depends on what you need to do with it. You know, typically if you want to get someone's attention or something like that, you want to have a thrower, right? Because you need that high candela in order to get someone's attention. If you are simply just trying to like look for stuff, like, you know, maybe you're trying to look for things inside of your truck. Maybe it's late at night and you're checking underneath your rig. Maybe you're checking your tires, doing like truck maintenance, that kind of stuff. It might make sense to have something like the Seeker 4 Pro, so that way you can light up a big area of the truck itself. You know, because you're going to be close up to the truck versus shining it at something far away. Marauder Mini is a very, very good one, Ben. That's a good point. Marauder Mini is kind of the best of both worlds.
Oh, that hurt my knee too.
Okay, so
quick. So he didn't mean this diffuser. He meant this Perun 2 Mini. You look at the Perun 2 Mini, the green one that was catching your eye. I think we sell this color. If we don't, then it's like a sample that didn't go into production. But we do sell this light. The Perun 2 Mini is awesome.
It works in the Baton 4 case.
Yeah, it charges in the case as well. It has this red. I don't know if it does have battery. It has this red flashing light. I always forget what is. There it is.
Yeah.
So it's like almost like a beacon in case you're in the woods or.
You can hold it down too and go to a solid.
This one doesn't, does it? It does have it, yeah. Eh?
You should be able to hold it down from red.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go. Now you're on the solid red.
So you can have a solid red light if you're, I don't know, you're fixing something outside. If you're hunters, I think, like the red light because at nighttime it's not going to dispel so much and it may not.
Well, it helps with night vision.
Yeah, night vision.
You know, that's why most people prefer to have a red light on the headlamp is because you have something that is right next to your eyeballs, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to blow out your night vision. So that way you've got a red light, and so you know you'll still be able to see everything you need to and maintain your night vision.
Yeah. Cool. So just answering a few things, but continue on. So you were saying for truck driver, you were saying Marauder, but the Marauder's kind of big for a truck.
Marauder's kind of big, yeah. I
That's
mean,
my only
if you're
thing.
just going to keep it in your truck though, then it might be okay. There's so many variables. Like, do you want it to be a pocket flashlight? You know, it's up to you. Ben, it's easy on your eyes. Correct. It's parent.
Is it Perun?
Yes.
I always say Perun, don't I?
No.
I always say, wait, is it Perun?
It's parent, my friend.
Perun. Tomato.
It's parent.
Yeah, I always say Perun.
Okay.
Perun. Yeah, that's the only name that I've ever not really, and I looked that up at some point. It's like not a Nordic, it's a Slavic, like, God or something. Oh man, don't show it, Kiki. If we show it, they're gonna get mad at us.
Kiki, don't show it.
We never have it in stock. We never have it in stock. The one and only Omino. Everybody's like, when will you produce these? If it's in stock, it gets sold out. I don't know why they don't make more of these. I like these a lot. You have this at home, yeah? I think you said.
Oh, absolutely. I have like 4 of them at home.
Yeah,
that's how I charge all my.
Just charge
outlets.
everything.
Yeah,
Just throw it on the charger.
All right, let's move on to a couple other things here. Let's see. What should we talk about? Do we have the Array 2S here?
No, we don't, and I never see that. I don't know where that is, where we can find that.
Okay, so the Array 2S is also another part of the DIY bundle. It's a really good, just like compact headlamp. I use headlamps all the time because this is gonna sound crazy, but I enjoy having access to both of my hands while I'm using a light, right?
Yeah.
Especially if I'm doing something at home. So in my kitchen, I've got a hook on the wall, and I leave a couple headlamps just hanging on the hook.
Okay.
So that way, if I need to do any kind of task at my house, I literally can just grab my headlamp off the hook, throw it on, and then I can see whatever I need to perfectly, right? So I like having that set up. I like having my lights in places like strategically throughout my home, so that way I know exactly where it is. I can just grab it whenever I need to.
So if you're talking about headlamps, are you a O-clip fan?
I like the O-clip.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's the lumens are limited.
Yeah.
But it's very, very nice to be able to clip to your shirt. One thing that I like to do with the O-clip is I will clip it to my shirt, kind of like how this microphone is clipped to my shirt, and I will turn it on the red light setting, and I will read at night. And so that way I'm getting tired from reading, right? But also you're not blowing out your night vision because you're using the red setting. So that's just one thing that you can do with the clip, is clip it on your shirt, put it on the red, and then use that as your reading light at night.
I've never read with red light in my life.
It's good.
It doesn't hurt your eyes?
No.
Oh, interesting.
No, it's better for your eyes than the white light.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never done that. I'll try that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, my computer always goes into, I set it to like the night mode where it has a different CRI, right? It's not a different CRI. They changed from like the bright setting to a more reddish hue, subdued tone.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to make you like ready to sleep instead of daytime when you're like, you know, wired and ready to do
Yeah,
some
and
work.
that's just something I've started trying to do because I'm trying to get away from looking at social media and looking at big screens and that kind of stuff right before I go to bed. You know?
Absolutely. No, you should read before you go to bed.
And especially on TikTok, I'm sure people harp about that. Like, don't stare at TikTok before you go to bed. You know, even though that's what people are literally doing right now. But
you'll get lost in it for like, you know, how many hours? You start scrolling next thing. Don't forget, the people who make these apps are smarter than us, and there's hundreds of engineers, and they're just trying to vie for your attention. It's the attention economy, right?
There you go.
Attention economy.
We don't have all of them here, but there's several knives that are also a part of the DIY section. The Roboto 2 with the carbon fiber scales is one of the most awesome knives that we've ever made to date. That one is a part of the DIY section. Also, the Freeze 2 is a part of it in the copper scales. So if you're looking at getting like some really, really good value pocket knives that feel much more expensive than they are, you know, personally, since I'm obsessed with pocket knives, I would get the Freeze 2 and the Roboto 2. Roboto 2 in the carbon fiber, Freeze 2 in the copper. So then you've got like your lightweight and then your heavier knife. And then on top of that, the Freeze 2 has a really nice flipper tab. Roboto 2 has thumb studs. So they're very, very different knives. Also, the Freeze 2 has the liner lock. Roboto 2 has the rail lock system, right? So they're completely different knives, but two of the best releases that we've ever done in the O-Knife line. And then you can get both of those for 40% off in the Build Your Own Bundle section. So I was glad to see that. We literally threw in like some of our best pocket knives we've ever released into the most discounted section of our website. You know?
What?
So that's,
what are we looking for?
that's good.
The Array? No.
Let's see.
We have an Array back there? Let's check it out.
Array 2 Pro. He's trying to see if we have one. I would like to show it to you. Let's see.
But this is a 2X.
Oh, where's the 40% deal again? Thank you, my deals. So TikTok is a little bit different. So I know that you guys, a lot of you guys have probably made purchases from our TikTok shop directly. But today, all of the deals we were talking about is from our e-commerce website, olightstore.com. So if you want to get the 40% off deals, if you want to get the deals that we're talking about right now, go to our website, olightstore.com. And that is our official, directly owned e-commerce website. Yeah.
Sean, which the bike light? There's a bike light that's on sale. I got the bike.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But this is the Array 2S. It's not the Pro, so this is not going to be the one we're looking at. But you get an idea of what it looks like. They both have this. Oh, this is like never been opened.
Oh wow. Okay, so he's doing an unboxing here.
But this is a 2S, so don't think this is the Pro. The Pro is a little bit different. But you get an idea. The difference between the Perun series. Series and the Arrays is they have this battery in the back. I think the Pro has a little bit smaller battery. So why I personally probably would like the Perun is because, I gotta just figure out how to get this the correct way, is because you don't have a battery in the back. So for a lot of people, this may not be comfortable, myself included. I wouldn't like, actually it's okay. It actually feels okay, but you do feel a little bit of the battery in the back. There are some hand motions. This hasn't even been opened, so I don't even know if it has, it's been turned on. No, it doesn't have battery. It's probably been sitting here for a long time. This is limited edition, so you can't buy this, but you get an idea. The main, let's say, functional difference is you have a hand wave function, you know, which is kind of cool. I mean, I gotta say that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you don't actually have to touch it. I got a buddy who does like late night catfishing. And if you do that, your hands are going to get gross, you know. So because of that, you don't really want to touch your headlamp.
Okay.
So that way you can actually activate it without having to touch it.
What was the bike lamp?
If you work in an industry where your hands are dirty, maybe automotive, again, fishing, something like that. For you guys, you know, it's nice to not be able to touch your device and still be able to activate it. All right.
Did you find that, Sean? The bike lamp.
Pro has a bigger battery. Yeah. Yes. So it is the Ray 150. It's got 700 lumens. It's got a 230 meter beam distance, and it's IPX6 waterproof rated.
The Ray 150. I don't have it here.
Yeah, it's got a really nice attachment system. So it comes with a bunch of different length attachments. So no matter how large the handlebars are of your bike, some people do mountain biking, some people do road biking. Personally, I do road biking. So for me, I've got this big, I have a gravel bike, if you guys have heard of a gravel bike. So I've got this huge handlebar that comes down like this. And so I had to use like one of the larger attachments for mine. But anyways, it doesn't matter what kind of handlebar that you have on your bike, you'll be able to attach it. And 700 lumens is massive for a bike light, right? It's got the blinking mode as well. You can run it in the daytime if you want the daytime blinking mode. So it's fantastic. The RN1500 is the one that I use the most personally. I consistently keep the RN1500 on my handlebars. But yeah, back in the States, I ride my bike quite a bit. And it's quite nice to have the company that I work for make bike lights, which is a product that I was going to end up buying anyways. And it's nice that I can, you know, be able to buy it from the company that I work for. So yeah. So
they have the 1200 here. They don't have the 1500, but you're looking at 1500 lumens, right? I'm assuming because this 1200 is 1200.
Yeah, the RN1500. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know if we have that many biker fans, to be honest. I feel like we have more.
Yeah, it depends on where you're from.
Right.
You know, I hopefully the bike lights will start to get a little bit more popular as we get into the warmer months. You know, we're getting into springtime with very, very beautiful weather. You know, of course, in the U.S., it's you know, starting to get much, much warmer. And so because of that, of course, you want to get out there and ride your bike. Also, you know, because of the time change in the U.S., it doesn't get dark early anymore.
Right.
You know, so it's getting dark at like 8 p.m. or even later at this point now. So you actually have time to exercise, ride your bike, and actually do things when you get off work before it gets dark, right?
Yeah.
And it's always nice to have a light on your bike, so that way, as it starts to get dark, you can turn your light on, and you know, you won't be caught in the dark before you.
You need a bike light in the U.S., no doubt.
You need a bike light in the U.S. Yeah,
If you got a bike, too many dark streets. Like, it's just dangerous.
Kanan said this. I'm a biker myself. Put a light on your bike, man. I mean, this is just This is just logic, right?
Yeah.
Put a light on your bike. I mean, even if you're like riding during the day, like if you're going on a long ride, you don't know what's going to happen, right? You could still find yourself in a darker situation where you want to use that. And on top of that, our bike lights do have the daytime running blinking light,
Right.
which is still useful during the day.
Oh yeah.
It's not used to help you see during the day, but it helps people see you. Unfortunately, people who ride bikes get hit by cars and all kinds of terrible things happen. So the daytime blinking running light is very smart.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A quick question I want to answer because Zach's saying it like 5 times. Why are there people advertising your lights so cheap, but they are not that cheap? That's for multiple reasons. You're seeing that because in the TikTok side, this is not for the YouTube side, is because TikTok gives its own deals out. So when TikTok gives its own deals out, usually it's just for new customers. So if you're a new customer, you get like a crazy big discount because they want you to, be a long-time customer. So that's why the prices they usually advertise are if you were a new customer. If you've ever bought anything there before, then you won't get those deals. So it's going to say lower than what you probably put it in your cart for because you probably bought something.
Kaylin, we do actually have a tail light that's a part of the DIY section as well. It's the one that I use. Let me just make sure that I get the name right. Let's see here. Yes, the BS100. The BS100 is a really, really good tail light. Obviously, tail lights are extremely important because we don't have eyes in the back of our head, right?
Right.
So we want people to be able to see from behind us as well. It's got 100 lumens. It's IPX6 waterproof rated, and it's got a 120-hour max runtime. It is Type C rechargeable. It's got a bunch of different modes as well. It's got like constant on, blinking. It has this mode that I like a lot where it kind of gets brighter. It increases and decreases, kind of like a heartbeat kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's very low in cost. It's $20, right? So again, with it getting warmer outside, if you got a bicycle, if you're thinking about picking up a bike, which you should, because biking is some of the best exercise you can get.
No doubt.
Low impact. So if you got bad knees or bad ankles and that kind of stuff, it's okay. You can still ride a bike.
Yeah.
Get a bike, guys. Start riding a bike, man. It's
But
awesome.
I don't like your handlebars. You have the horn.
Yeah.
And I don't like that because that puts my back in like it's
Oh,
a more
yeah.
aerodynamic way, but it doesn't work for me. I like to be a little more hybrid. I gotta have a hybrid. Like I have a road bike, but it's a hybrid.
Hybrid
So
bikes are great.
I can
Yeah,
sit
yeah.
out because I tried those and I feel like I can't control them as well, because they turn. You're turning. It's a little bit different way to turn, right? Because you're closer to the wheel as opposed to being wider, like leverage wise.
If you're used to a regular bike,
yeah.
and you decide to jump on a road bike,
Yeah, a bull
it's
one.
probably going to scare you a lot. It's just something you have to get used to. It is kind of freaky.
Yeah.
But once you get used to it, you
it's-
kind of become
it's
one
fast.
with the bike.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
it's-
You become one with
yeah.
the bike. I like that. All right, so there was a question about a fisherman in Hawaii. What would you use for a red light? If you're doing some fishing and you're a serious fisherman, I think the only option, you could do the Perun2 Mini, but that wouldn't be enough. It would be the Marauder Mini because you have the RGB functions, and this would be good for fishermen. It's good for hunters. I know you can track blood with some of the I think green or blue. Blue, right? Blue can track blood. So you would have this red RGB light right here, and you can go up and down. It is a spotlight. It's not a flood red light. What about what is our work series? The name is escaping me. The big boys.
the swivels?
Yeah, you could get a swivel, I think, if you wanted to really shine. But I think the Marauder Mini would be. And the Marauder Mini is a great price right now, guys. I forgot the exact price, but the Marauder Mini. I mean, all of our lights right now are at pretty good sales, and that's why we're doing these live streams.
Yeah.
Is basically to tell you to go out there and buy something because we're not going to have many of these this year.
Yeah.
It's just this year is not the year of sales. It's the year of new products coming out next month, which you'll see that. But so the Marauder Mini is crazy good deal. The Arkfeld Pro is like
It's a good deal as well, yeah.
75, 80 bucks. I don't know. That's about as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, the Racing Stripe edition of the Arkfeld Pro. This is not a part of the DIY bundle. But this light is a new addition for this sale. Arkfeld Pro with the Racing Stripe Edition is actually our best seller of this event at the moment. We've just being transparent with you guys, we've sold thousands and thousands of these in the past couple of days. The Arkfeld Pro, like I mentioned yesterday, is one of the highest selling flashlights on Amazon. It's one of the highest selling flashlights on the internet. The Arkfeld Pro has gone absolutely viral on TikTok. The amount of videos on it on YouTube as well is pretty remarkable. It's just one of the best pocket flashlights you can buy today. It's got a lifetime warranty. It's got the 1300 lumens of the white light, which is incredibly bright. It's got the green laser and it has UV. It's got magnetic charging, deep carry pocket clip, and again, it's got a lifetime warranty with our award-winning customer service. So, yeah.
So I'm just demoing, this is the Array 2 Pro that we were talking about, and this is the hand waving function where you can change the brightness just by waving. I don't have all the functions now. This is the first time I've worn this light. The downside again is the back. You have the battery in the back. I don't know if you like, it's not that heavy though, surprisingly.
The point of the battery in the back, and okay, so just to give you guys a little story about the Array series. The Array series, and actually I helped name this light.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I actually, they were like, what should we call this light? And I was like, Array would be really cool, and then we actually called it the Array. So anyways.
He's like, pay me for my knowledge.
Yeah. But anyways, the reason why this was originally created was for the European market.
Oh, nice.
In Europe, trail running is very, very popular. And trail running, a lot of people do it like at nighttime or like really early in the morning. So because of that, people wear headlamps when they do trail running. So this was originally designed as a running headlamp. The reason why the battery is in the back and then you have this really small module in the front is so that the weight distribution can be even from the front to the back. Right. So you want to have kind of a balanced feel on your head, especially when you're running, with something on your head, right? So that's why it was originally created. Now, I'm not running in the dark very often, but I still have, so I've got a Perrin 2 Mini, and I've got one of these that is, I mentioned that I have a couple headlamps hanging on a hook in my house. So it's one of these, and then it's also the Perrin 2 Mini. So I've got two different headlamp styles depending on what I'm doing that day. But there you go, yeah.
I like that you can swivel it down, up and down.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can see that, I can swivel up and down. So this would be if you ever wanted to go into the air, or you can go down in front of you, like you said, if you're trail running. But yeah, it's actually more comfortable than I thought because the battery's not that heavy. So the Perrin 2, which is also headlamp, is kind of heavy. I don't know if that's I would probably choose the Array 2 Pro or the Perrin Mini. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to say
Perrin, bro.
I'm going to say Perrin, and I'm not going to say anything else. The Perrin 2 Mini, the Perrin Mini is super light. The Perrin 2 is a little bit heavy because, like you said, it's forward weight facing.
What's the longest lasting light and how long is the charge? One of our longest lasting lights is actually going to be the Marauder Mini because it has a 32650 battery, which is 6500 milliamps. The battery in this thing, he's going to pull it out, is absolutely gigantic. So because of that, if you're using the Marauder Mini on the lower settings, now keep in mind if you're using it on 7000 lumens all the time, the runtime is going to be diminished. It's all based on output levels.
Yeah.
But if you're using the Marauder Mini on one of the lower lumen level settings and you have a full charge, it's going to last for a remarkable amount of time. So yeah, if you're looking for like longest lasting flashlight, use a Marauder Mini. Well, fully charge it first. But use the Marauder Mini on one of the lower settings, and it's going to last for days and days and days straight without you actually having to plug it in, right? Obviously, smaller flashlights have smaller batteries. So the problem is there's some limitations from planet Earth that exist for flashlights, right? The problem is in order to get a higher output battery, the battery has to be larger.
Right.
Right? And how do you put a gigantic battery inside of a small device, right? So this is the problem.
Yeah.
Is how do you get something that's small with the longest run times possible? And this is the headache that our engineers have on a daily basis.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This is your circuit design.
Same thing as cell phones, right? Everybody would love to have a better battery in their cell phone. I would. I'm tired of charging my phone all the time. You know, it's annoying. But how do you get a huge battery in this tiny little flat thing? You know?
Yeah.
Right?
You got to. It's give and take. There's a question that I'm gonna see if Sean probably knows more than I do. Are there any plans for a new Raider, or even a reboot, or even dual fuel? Yeah, that's why I'm going for you because I don't know anything about the Raider.
I want us to so bad. We keep pushing. Me and all the other Americans that work for the company, we push on a daily basis to have a new M1T Raider, the M1T Raider Plus as well. So I would really like to see that, and we continue to push it. I do not have any details about that, unfortunately, at the moment. But yes, all of us want it. And we continue to push it, and try to urge the engineers to work on it. Yeah, that's all I can say is I'm on your side. I want a new M1T as well.
Yeah, but we don't know when.
I don't know when.
So that's the conclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
speaking of that, the Raider is another product that I was kind of involved with the naming of it, right?
Okay.
So that's another one. The Array and the Raider are the two where I was a part of the name making process.
The Raider, I don't know where the samples are, but I've seen it. It's a good looking light, and I've heard people just love it functionality wise. But
Paul, a dual fuel Raider, absolutely.
Yeah, dual fuel.
So 18650 and two CR123As, heck yeah, absolutely, Paul. I want to see that too. Yes, for sure. I want both versions of the M1T Raiders. Yeah, the regular standard version, the M1T, with the single CR123A battery, and then you have the Plus with the two CRs. But I don't want it to only work with two CRs. It needs to be dual fuel, work with the 18650. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, options are nice, right? I think we've learned that with our charging methods, the Type C and the...
Kanan wants to see the Baton 4.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, why don't you give us a little rundown of that. Every time I say rundown, I think of that episode of The Office, where he's like, yeah, let me get that rundown for you. And Jim doesn't know what rundown means. Hopefully someone has seen that episode here in the comment section. Anyways, go ahead.
But I got to chime in because that's funny. There was a time when I had a Spanish a coworker, a partner from Barcelona, and we were opening up a restaurant at that time, and we kept talking about SOP, the SOP, and he sat there for like, I'm not joking, 2 hours, just looking like semi-confused, and I mean, just kind of normal, and finally he's like, all right guys, everybody needs to shut up. I don't know what SOP means. Somebody tell me what. So saying he just sat there for 2 hours, like, confused, and finally, oh, he's strategic operating procedure. He's like, okay, why do you use these acronyms? So I am on the boat, no acronyms. I hate acronyms because people don't know them and they won't say it. So back to the Baton 4. The Baton 4, this is the premium edition, and this color scheme is super sharp. If this is what you guys are into, I love it. I don't know if we want to call this an OD green. It's a little bit lighter, and it has the gold accents.
Yeah, it's kind of the Loki, version. Even though we have no association with Loki, but it's kind of that look.
Yeah,
I love the green and the gold. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's beautiful looking. So we have the charger itself. The Baton 4 can be placed in the charger, stepless dimming, which I think is a really cool function. So you can always keep it in the charger to use it if you like that way. You can put a lanyard holder. When you close the actual case, the light turns off. Some safety, I guess you call it safety or just functioning. Metal side switch, beautiful knurling on it. It's a tiny light. It's not a big light by any means. It's a hat clipper. I think a lot of people like to do it like that, although I don't wear hats. There it is, dual clip, 5,000 milliamp hour battery in here, so you can charge your phone. You can charge the actual Baton 4 4 to 5 times itself. Side LED indicator percentage to tell you how much battery you have in the actual case. It's overall a very well thought out product, and the lumen wise, I think it's 1300 lumens. It's a super small light, so for that size is pretty impressive. The throw is 160-ish meters, if I'm not mistaken. I mix numbers up sometimes, but I like to say the biggest value for the size.
Right.
That's what I like,
Right.
How I describe it. What am I missing?
Yeah, I'll just like memory lane. I know there are a couple people on TikTok asking about me, and so I'll do like a little segue here. So the first Olight that I ever had was the original S10 Baton. It had this big blue switch. It only had like 300 lumens.
Yeah.
It wasn't even rechargeable. It worked with the CR123A battery. But the original S10 Baton was the original version of this light, right? I got that light around 10 years ago. For the people watching on TikTok who, I saw a couple people asking who I am. So I actually originally started our TikTok channel. You'll find me in quite a few of the little short TikTok videos here on our channel. And that was before Amir took over because I simply have way too much on my plate. Thank God he was able to be able to take over on that because I simply just didn't have time for it. But yeah, so anyways, I've been with the company for 9 years. I'm the kind of the original guy from Olight USA. I'm one of the founders of Olight USA. So I even though maybe some of you guys think I might be a new guy, I'm actually the oldest guy.
He's the OG.
Yeah. So just to let you know who I am. But anyways, the point of all that was to let you guys know that I had the original S10 literally 10 freaking years ago.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And it's a fantastic flashlight. And the reason why I wanted to say that is to tell you just how good this flashlight has become, okay? Right. We've been working on this same design, again, for over 10 years, okay? When a company has been dedicating a decade to a product, it's gonna be really good.
Absolutely.
You know? We've been adding features and optimizing and just making this same similar design just again and again and again and again. And this is by far the best one we've ever made.
Yeah.
Right? It's got over 1,000 lumens, guys. The flashlight is the length of my pinky finger, which is absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't even make sense how bright this flashlight is. With the metal switch, it's so much better than the rubber switches and the little plastic switches that we used to make.
Oh, yeah. This
is the best switch we've ever done. In terms of the run times, this is the most optimized PCB board circuitry we've ever done in this light. It's got the laser micro perforation going on around the switch.
I forgot about that, yeah.
So it actually has the lumen level and the battery level little indicator lights that go around the tiny little switch, which is something that we kind of didn't think was possible to put like the little indicators on such a tiny little light.
Yep.
You know, that was one of the issues is it's like, okay, people love the lumen level and the battery level indicator. You want to know when you need to charge. You want to know what brightness level you're on. But how do you put that in something that, again, is the size of a pinky finger, right? And it's incredible that we were able to do something that precise. It's amazing what lasers can do these days, right? I mean, the knurling on this is fantastic. You talked about this yesterday. Your hand's not going to slip off of this light when you're using it. Again, you can throw it on your cap like that. It's very, very lightweight, so I can swing my head around and it's fine. It's not going to fall off.
It looks really good too on a hat because it's so small. I just like the size. So if you like small lights, this is bang on fantastic. Oh, it's not a loop video, Chuck. We're live here. Someone asked, this is the Baton 4 Premium. So you can find this in bundles on our website, which has all the crazy deals that are happening, olightstore.com. And this is bundled with a bunch of different lights. We have so many bundles, I wouldn't even know where to start, but I know there are some cool ones with this. I think maybe the i5T, i3T, the things that I like might be bundled in it. But this is the premium edition because it has the case. You can buy it separately without the case if that's not your thing, but I think you can find use for the case. So if you have the case too, then you have two charging options. You have your magnetic MCC, and then you have the Type-C in the case. So there, again, we're just giving you more functions and form factor.
Get it with the case, guys. That's one of the coolest parts of this light. You know, if you get the Baton 4 without the case, you're really selling yourself short.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially with the fact that it's a power bank as well. So you're getting an extra power bank for your cell phone without having to actually buy a power bank from Anchor or something like that on Amazon, right?
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
it's amazing. I can't recommend it enough. We've been working on that flashlight for 10 years, guys. So
Yeah, 1,300 lumens in this little thing.
be confident.
Reiterate.
Yeah, be confident in the design because it's
1,300,
fantastic.
Right? Look at that size-wise. Yeah, great light.
Um,
Yeah, what are we looking at? We got a lot of.
Any other? Oh! We had a question on TikTok. I'll ask you this question.
Yeah.
Does
Make sure it's not hard.
Does the light work on zombies? Go
On
ahead.
zombies, well, we got the zombie. Ooh, those. I think this is sold out though. Is it not? I think this is sold out. Yeah, this is sold out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not available.
I like the zombie size. It works on zombies. Yeah, the UV light works on zombies. You can see where their blood. I'm just kidding. I actually don't watch those shows like The Walking Dead. I've seen it. I want to say I like it, but I'm not a big TV guy. Although I did watch The Last of Us. Just getting into popular culture, that I was really into. So I'm waiting for season 2. There's some zombie-ish kind of mushroom eating people.
The Walking Dead. I went to college in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm sure maybe a couple of you know The Walking Dead was filmed in Atlanta.
Oh, I didn't know that.
A guy that I went to college with, he was actually part of the film crew for The Walking Dead.
That's cool.
So he like filmed a lot of the seasons of that show. So I kind of have this little connection to The Walking Dead because it's like a local show for me, and I actually know people who worked on the show as well, and really cool stuff.
I feel like you have the most interesting friends. You have like a friend that does every random like I don't know. Yeah, my friend's in NASA. He's a astronaut.
Well, I mean, dude,
he does moon landings.
I mean,
he just like throws out these random friends.
Well, the thing is, like, I suppose I've lived a pretty interesting life. I've been on the internet for quite a while. I've been in this kind of influencer industry for a while, so I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of very interesting people.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so I feel like I'm a lucky guy. So
yeah, absolutely.
let's see. You want to just talk about some other stuff that's a part of the sales, Seeker 4 Pro, or?
Oh, we have 5 minutes left. So
we have 5 minutes
We're
left.
doing a quick one today. So last.
Oh,
5
really?
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been almost an hour. We're cruising through this.
So TikTok's only an hour?
Yeah, we're doing an hour today.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Keep it quick. I like it. We got things to do, Sean.
All right, never mind. All
So
right.
5 minutes we want to talk about. Up to you.
Daniel, hey Sean, I love your hat. I love it too. Where can I buy one? I'm from Australia.
I don't know. I've been trying to get them to put like just be able to sell shirts and hats, but I don't know what the holdup is. I can't answer that because I've put that in directly. Like, guys, let's sell some gear, and they're like, okay. That's it. That's as far as it
We
goes.
actually did a couple runs of our hats on our website, and they sold out in like 5 minutes. So
There you go.
the assistant to the regional manager, thank you. Finally, someone's giving me some office quotes. I always try to make a joke about the office in these live videos, and like I think most people like don't realize what I'm saying, but yes, start watching The Office, guys. It's the best show on TV. All right, go ahead.
We only got a couple minutes left, so
Okay.
just trying to see some random comments, see if there's anything you guys that are. When is the new Obulb coming out? No idea. I know there's something in the works, but I don't know when. I would hope that it comes out this year, earlier than later, but don't quote me on that because I'm not sure about that.
Okay, all right. So giveaway. Should we jump into the giveaway?
Yeah, let's do it. We giving away? Yeah, let's do one. We'll just do one of the last giveaway then, the ending giveaway.
Yeah, we'll do one giveaway, and we're going to give something away to TikTok and to YouTube. Okay? Because we're on two platforms. Oh, it's simple. We're just going to do the number game on TikTok first, and then we'll do the number game on YouTube second.
Oh, okay. We do the number game on. I guess
Yeah. I've gone live.
Well,
on
no,
multiple-
but TikTok has its own little thing that can just randomly give away. Too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have.
You want to just do that? What do you think?
No, you don't have it set up, do you? Okay, just do what you said. No,
Okay.
Don't listen to me.
We're going to do what I said.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we are going to give away, let's give away an Obulb Plus. Let's give away an Obulb Plus. Since
Cool.
this is a part of the DIY bundle section that we talked about today. So what I'm going to do is come up with a number between 1 and 100. The number is going to be in my head. And in the comment section, you're going to have to guess the number that's in my head between 1 and 100. The first person to guess the number correctly, you will win the Obulb Plus. If you do win the Obulb Plus, all you're going to have to do is send me an email to Sean, S-E-A-N, at olightstore.com with your shipping information, and we will ship out your free product for $0.00.
Cool.
Okay? So what I'm going to do is...
we got to get a piece of paper. Hold on one second.
Yeah. Let's
get a piece of paper and a pen if we can borrow that. Nikki, can we borrow your pen and paper? Yeah, there we go.
So to show you guys that, you know, I'm being truthful about the number, I'm going to go ahead and write the number in this notebook first. And then we're going to start a 5-second countdown where you guys can start guessing. Don't guess yet. We haven't started yet, TikTok. If you are on YouTube right now, we're doing YouTube second. So if you're on YouTube, bear with me, just hang out for a second. And we're gonna do TikTok first, okay?
Cool.
So if you're on YouTube, just relax. Give us a couple of seconds to do this one on TikTok first.
Throw your numbers out even though we're not ready to go. Yes.
All right, here we go.
We have to put start in there. Can we type start in there so it doesn't, until he actually types it in, right? Can you type that in on the TikTok side? So we're gonna type start, TikTok side, yeah. So type in start. He's got his number. It doesn't put the numbers after start. When you're ready, click, click, click.
Don't show it, don't show it. Don't show it. Okay. Let's start in 5. Oh, no, we just hit start. We just hit start.
So numbers after.
So go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Guess a number between 1 and 100.
Yeah. Oh, like Kiki said, start. We see what's after that. I didn't see the number, so I don't even know myself.
Oh, man. I saw a couple that are super close. Oh. Keep guessing, TikTok. There. Okay.
All
Got
right,
it,
stop.
got it.
TikTok can stop. Oh, who got it? I didn't see. It's too fast.
Jared, right?
In what?
Is it what? Oh, my. Okay. So my G's S MYJEIZS. MYJEIZS with 87.
87 it is. Oh, sorry. Keep on.
My G's or something like that. You win on TikTok. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yep.
So email or send us a message, DM a message to, what was it, Sean?
Yeah, Sean, S-E-A-N, at olightstore.com. Send me an email with your shipping information so we can ship out your free Obulb Plus. So
Obulb
congratulations.
Nice.
To my G's.
My G. The names here always crack me up. It's hard to...
Yeah. Okay, so congratulations. Well done. So that is the giveaway on TikTok. And I guess we can go ahead and close out TikTok, yeah?
Yeah, they can watch us do the giveaway for YouTube.
You want them to watch the YouTube giveaway? Okay, fine.
Yeah, they're going to move to YouTube. Smart.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do the same kind of giveaway on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, now is your time to shine.
Double check, is the slow mode is off, yeah? Kiki?
Yeah.
Okay, slow mode's off so you guys have a chance to, type in those numbers as fast as you can.
Okay, good.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so I'm going to now write a new number in the notebook for YouTube, okay?
There we go.
So let me go ahead and do it.
Doesn't start yet until we say start in the chat, so don't type your numbers, guys. Wait.
Okay.
All right, I saw it this time. This is like the briefcase.
Okay, we've got the number.
And that wait, start goes.
So we are gonna type in start in the chat section of YouTube and go. Guess a number between 1 and 100. Go.
Oh man, no, it's just too fast now. Did it go through?
We're gonna have Kiki is
She's recording.
she's
Okay.
yeah.
Screen recording, so we know
Okay.
if we miss it.
All right.
Doesn't
Keep guessing, guys.
Got it. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Well, I don't know if that was the first one. I don't know
Oh,
if
really?
that was-
Well, then we might as well stop then.
Hold on.
Stop none, right? 'Cause
Yeah. So we definitely have a winner.
Let me see. I think I saw that one. What was it? Let me see the number. Double correct it. Oh yeah, I saw that from. Let me see if we saw the same person.
Yeah.
I see TRON.
Yeah.
It was a TRON.
Okay, we're
Yeah, okay, we did see it. All right, Tron. It looks like Tron has it. TRON.
Tron.
Yeah.
You win. 34.
34. I think Tron was first. If for some reason he was not, then we'll know.
I can't believe there's a movie in the comment section.
Yeah. Here
How
he
did that
is.
movie get in here?
It's a good movie.
That was the worst dad joke ever.
My JEIS came to YouTube too. That's funny.
So Tron, congratulations. Now I want to go watch that movie. Congratulations. Again, send me an email to Sean, SEAN, at olightstore.com. So the My G's on TikTok and Tron on YouTube, you win an Obulb.
There we go. There we go.
well done.
Nice.
Well done.
Good job, guys. Congratulations. So thanks for being a part today, guys. Appreciate you. Tomorrow, I think, will be our last day for these live streams.
Yes.
For this sales event. So thanks for joining us as always. Appreciate you and putting up with our dual live stream. I don't know if we'll do both tomorrow or not, but we're definitely on YouTube 100%.
Yeah, thanks for bearing with us. This is a live video. You know how that goes. You know, we're just kind of doing this on the fly. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for all of your amazing comments. If you could help us out before you leave, hit that thumbs up button.
Yeah.
Tap your screen, do the hearts and all the whatever stuff that you
Follow,
can
whatever.
do on these platforms.
Yeah, appreciate that.
To help us out. We really appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to our channel. We got more giveaways, more videos coming up soon as well. And thank you guys so much for being here today. Go to our website, olightstore.com. We're running deals like crazy. Now's the time to buy Olight DIY section. 2 or more items that you purchase in that section, you can get for 40% off. Free keychain lights for everyone. And yeah, we're running it.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you
we'll
guys.
see you guys sooner than later. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you guys. Peace.
We're like frozen now. We can't move until then.
Amir Habibi.
Yeah.
Habibi.